Alright, first thing you want to use on the G428 in the year 2025, September, is the T4 Thermal 2.5X guide because I cannot see nobody and for medium range gunfights. It is the best sight for that job unless you would like to use Ghost Hybrid, which is a great alternative to medium range gunfights if you don't like thermals. But yeah, anyways, I like to use thermals, so that's why I put it in my third slot, my first slot I should say. And not to mention thermals go good on LMGs and DMRs in general, really. A thermal like this, I should say. Thermal 2.5x scope, I should say. And then in the second slot, we have the XDR Hollow because there's really not a good 1.25 zoom sight on this weapon, and unless you like to use iron sights, which I mean, the iron sights are really they're not bad in this weapon, honestly. I don't. I remember I messed with it a little bit. I mean, I still kind of would prefer to have like the XDR Hollow over the iron sights, but iron sights really aren't that bad if you're not a big fan of the XDR Hollow sight. Because other than that, there ain't no other 1.25 zoom sights except, and the closest you get to a to anything like that is like a 1.5 zoom on the Ghost Hybrid when you go in and out from 4 times zoom to 1.5 times zoom. But yeah, I like to use the XDR Hollow on this sight on this weapon simply because it is the best. It's the best that we got for this weapon, honestly. It's also got a really weird animation, which I don't understand. They added it way after. At this weapon, after this weapon came out. So yeah, it's been a while since I've used this weapon, and my very first game I dropped a pretty decent amount of kills. I dropped 61 kills, which was not too shabby. 61 kills, one and done with this weapon, moving on to the next one. Anyways, in the third slot we have the 2038 Thermal 6X scope to help with getting those pesky snipers, or for medium range gunfights, you know, something at longer ranges or whatever. Use this in combination with the extended barrel or long barrel, whatever you want to call it, to help get those people that are just too far away. But of course, again, if you don't like using thermals, then the Ghost Hybrid sight's also a great alternative. And then, of course, this sniper or this DMR has access to all the sniper scopes. So I mean, if you wanted to, you could turn this into a makeshift sniper almost. But it's still gonna be a 3-shot kill no matter what. So maybe not turn it into a sniper. It's definitely more of a close to medium range DMR, just like the BSVM, especially when you run full auto mode. Which yeah. Run full auto mode on this weapon at all the times. Do not run single fire. Well, actually, on second thought, single fire is pretty good too. Single fire on this weapon is pretty solid too, honestly. But I prefer running full auto. So, anyways, in the first barrel attachment, we have the tactical compensator to increase accuracy as much as possible. I noticed a big difference a while earlier between using the tactical compensator and using basically any other barrel attachment in full auto mode. You can tell that there's bloom on this weapon if you're using anything besides the tactical compensator. So yeah, I like to use that to keep my bloom at a very minimum and for increased accuracy whenever I'm shooting. But of course, you know, for all you people that have a hard time controlling recoil, then I guess the only alternative is a factory barrel, or if you want to use the suppressor, which, you know, we'll get to that. But yeah, in the second slot we have the extended barrel in case I need to shoot people at super long ranges or whatever, if we get those pesky snipers off mountaintops, that sort of thing. Uses in combination with the 6 times zoom thermal scope and possibly high power rounds if you really want to turn this into as much of a sniper as you can make it. But you know, you're gonna probably need to run that in single fire instead of full auto for that. But yeah. And then for the third slot we have the rep suppressor. Obviously, to put this on if you need to do a little bit of flanking action, or if you have subsonic rounds, I use subsonic rounds with the rep suppressor on the barrel as well. And of course, like I said earlier, if you don't feel comfortable trying to control the recoil on the tactical compensator, then yeah, just run a rep suppressor. Honestly, either run a rep suppressor or a factory barrel, because I mean the recoil is not really that bad, honestly. I mean, it's got a bit of vertical recoil with the tactical compensator on it, but it's very much controllable without the tactical compensator on it. So yeah, just use the rep suppressor or a factory barrel for that if you don't feel comfortable using the tactical compensator. But for me, it's in my third slot in case I need to use it for flanking people in close quarters or whatever. I mean, I don't really use suppressors that often anyways, to be honest, even whenever I'm in close quarters. But yeah, if you want to do that, I'd use it for flanking, you know, getting beyond the enemy. Use it with subsonic rounds, maybe. I don't know. And then the first underbarrel attachment, we have the BCG light grip. Yeah, because this weapon has added bloom from last time I made a video like this on it. Yeah, you want to increase the accuracy as much as possible. Again, I don't like using it. Well, I mean, the LW Drake actually wasn't half that bad. It wasn't half bad on this weapon when I used it before. and it's still pretty decent too. But the BCG Liker is definitely better for DMRs and tactical rifles now. After they that one update that added that one update that added bloom to all the weapons in the game, it's definitely best to use the BCG Light Grip on this DMR. And then for the second Iron Brow test, we just have a smoke grenade launcher in case you need to revive somebody or you need to provide cover for your team. Just switch to this bad boy and then pop 2 smoke grenades real quick to provide cover or to revive, like I said. And there ain't no other underbarrel grenade launcher, unfortunately. But if there was, then I definitely would use a regular grenade launcher or 2 in the third slot. But no, we don't have that option. So yeah, these are the only 2 things that you really need to use on this. And then for the first magazine slot, we just have the standard issue extended mag because more bullets equals more killing. If you get what I'm saying. Am I even allowed to say that on YouTube now? Because freaking YouTube and their censorship or whatever. But yeah. Anyways, yeah, standard issue extended mag, you'll get more kills. When you're shooting at people because you got more ammo to spare. Obviously, you get like I think 80. It's like 84 bullets or something like that to whenever you're using the standard issue extended mag. So yeah, you get quite a lot of ammo with this attachment on it. And then of course, if you happen to run out of ammo for whatever reason, then yeah, we have the standard issue magazine, the second slot in case I need to switch to that in case I run out of ammo. And then in the third slot, we have high power rounds to help with longer range targets. Or again, if you run out of ammo completely, obviously you could you could put the high power rounds in the second slot instead, so that if you're playing on like large conquest maps, you can quickly switch to that in order to try to get people that are at longer ranges. But for the most part, since this is a close quarters DMR, I just stick with using the standard issue in the second slot for in case I run out of ammo with standard issue extended mag. And then yeah, like I said, high power rounds for longer range targets or for running out of ammo. And then if you really wanted to, you could use subsonic rounds in the slot as well, and just use it with the rep suppressor, and then you'll stay off the minimap to people that are 15 meters or more, which I don't get why they just don't make it to where you just stay off the minimap in general with it, but whatever, yeah. Anyway, either ways, I wouldn't even recommend using subsonic rounds, but if I were, I would definitely be using a suppressor with them, because there's really no point using the subsonic rounds any other way. But it's not like I said, it's not my first option. But if you guys want to try something, try to be stealthy, then subsonic rounds with a rep suppressor, I suppose. But yeah, anyways, that's all I was going to do for this part of the video. If you guys would not mind, please make sure to smash the like button and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I am trying to reach however many subscribers I can get before I get bored of life and YouTube in general, but whatever. Yeah. Before I get bored, I guess. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, just like that, hit that like button and subscribe. That's all I have to say. But did I? I already forgot what I was even saying now. Yeah, whatever. Like and subscribe, people. Anyways, I got some gameplay if you guys would like to see it. So yeah, stay tuned.
Our plan is working. We now control more sectors than the
Target eliminated! Who has ammunition? Cover me!
They are keeping Charlie on lock.
What the? Reloading! What the? Tossing grenade! reloading! Could be trouble here! Need ammo now!
US forces will conquer every sector. These are four more Delta sector.
Назад, не подходи!
One down!
I like it! Press it! Pressure on my side.
We have lost control of Charlie 1.
Oh, no, me out! Tango down!
Nice shooting, mate! Open fire! Contact!
Frankie needs help! This is not how we win a war, old man. Don't fight! Tango down!
Good shot!
Cover سلاحي! Cover me!
Charlie 1.
It's frustrating, man. Team's just not good.
Hold on, reloading! Hostile neutralized! Кто-нибудь, помогите! Enemy down! Need to reload!
Capture objectives in the contact base. Now we see a strike block before our team actually fully
Toxic grenade!
give me that kill, come on.
Bravo! Tango down! We need going out! Bomber سلاحي! Cover me! Exit gunfire!
Здесь помочь!
Throwing grenade! Target eliminated! Out of ammo! Let's reload!
And we're spawn trapped again, nice.
Grenade out! Tango down! Cover me! Hostile neutralized!
Like, how many grenades are getting thrown right now, man? Holy, this is crazy, bro.
Reloading! That's one down! Threat eliminated!
Oh my goodness, all the smoke grenades.
Vamos, got to reload!
Push out thermal.
I'm out, reloading!
Really do need a freaking thermal grenade so I can push.
Get ready!
Nice, more smoke grenades, just what we needed. What are you talking about?
Need to reload! وعمل سلاحي! Cover me! That's one down!
Holy crap, bro. I
Abandon
dropped
all What American forces have what's left.
61 kills. My team is getting absolutely freaking floored right now, bro. What the heck are we doing, guys? 19 minutes and I dropped 61 kills. What is this? What are we doing, bro? I don't even know what streak that was. What are we doing, guys?